All right. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've done one of these podcasts. Of course, this is the first time that I'm appearing on camera for podcasts. I thought I'd try something a little bit different. Um, but yeah, we're back because it's E3 season, and it's time to talk about what we think is going to happen at this year's E3 presentations and conferences and whatnot. And of course, I had to bring Legend David in to talk about all the new Xbox stuff. So, David, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey now,
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna
that's
say
me.
more than that. That's all right. If you guys have watched Orbit before, when we did last year's run of Orbit, David was on the show a few times, and he's the Xbox guy. He's the guy who I talked to about Xbox stuff.
I
Me and
am.
him are both big Xbox gamers. Yes, we love Xbox. But let's cut the pleasantries. Let's get right into the topics. I don't like to drag
Yeah,
out intros
I'm
for too
sick and let's
long.
go.
So, David, let's start with you. What
Yes.
do you really want to see from Microsoft and from the folks over at Xbox for this year's E3 press conference?
Well, I'd love to see what they're working on, all their new developers we haven't seen. I'd like to see more gameplay. Last year we saw CG trailers. Well, not all CG trailers, but that was the majority, I would say. I want to see more Halo. I want to see more gameplay of Halo, multiplayer. They are saying they're probably not going to show a lot of campaign, but I'd still like to see more campaign and obviously the visual upgrades and the engine upgrades they're going to make.
Mm-hmm.
And Bethesda. I want to see what they're up to, what they're going to show. Starfield, what the game is, because I have no idea.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. That's who was it actually? The guy who pretty much just well, I mean, like we all know that Starfield's gonna be at E3. We've been
Hmm.
expecting that for a long time now. But remember that guy on Twitter who pretty much like was talking about Starfield recently, where he pretty much said like it's all but confirmed it's only going to be on
Jeff
Xbox,
Grubb.
et cetera, et cetera. Jeff Grubb, yeah, I was gonna say that I didn't want to be wrong. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff
he's a
Grubb.
solid
Hmm.
follow. Solid follow.
Yeah, that guy is a real deal insider. That guy is. But yeah,
I just want
so
to see what the game is. We have no idea. I'm excited.
yeah.
Like a lot of people shit on Bethesda. Sorry, a lot of people crap on Bethesda. I
Hmm.
like Todd Howard. I'm a fan. He made Skyrim. Fallout 76 wasn't a success for a lot of people, but I can forgive. I think they're gonna make an awesome game. I can't wait to see what it is. I want to see what it is. I have no idea what it is. I don't know how people can judge, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I don't know why people would crap on, but I mean like me, I haven't played very many Bethesda games in
Yeah,
my
I know.
lifetime.
Yeah, I know.
I've
Defensive.
only played I've only played a little bit of Elder Scrolls 5. I've only played like I never even played a Fallout game, so like I'm not really too big on like Bethesda stuff in general. I like Doom though. I really
Yeah.
like Doom. Doom 2016 was really cool. That's a thing that I want to see actually. Is news about the Doom Eternal
Oh
Series
yeah.
X upgrade.
I'm
That
sure
that
we'll
would be
see that
cool.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, I haven't thought about that. I'm sure we'll definitely see that. Yeah, that's something I'd want to see. The upgrade for Doom Eternal because I haven't played it. I'm waiting to play it for that upgrade, or I'm waiting for the
Yeah.
upgrade to play it. Sorry.
Yeah. Like that's kind of one of the things with the next gen stuff too. Is like I find that me personally, I'm often like really just waiting for uh next gen upgrades before I really dive into games. Like I have a copy of Judgment on my shelf for
Mm,
PS4, but without diverting the topic away from Microsoft too much, because I know that when talking about these next gen upgrades, it could become a whole thing.
for sure.
But you know how PlayStation's upgrade process is not the best.
Yes.
So basically, the only way for me to play Judgment with PS5 enhancements is to pay like I think $20 or $30 or just buy the game again. I think. I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't seen anything like even if
That's
it was like okay, here like pay $15 to get the upgrade, I would just pay it. But like I think that like I don't think there's any upgrade. I think you just have to buy the game again, which is
well, that's coming to
ridiculous.
Game Pass, right?
Judgment,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm pretty sure they announced that it's coming to Game Pass soon.
Hmm,
So
that'd be
there you
cool.
go.
I mean, I was playing on Xbox. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's right,
there
baby.
you go. Any
Uh,
oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say more Bethesda. I just like
Hmm.
I'm just kind of excited to see the integration between Bethesda and Xbox. Like this
Yeah,
is the
that's gonna
first
be
time we're gonna
cool.
see it. We're together. We're the same. Here are the games
Yeah,
for Xbox.
it's like the
Um,
post honeymoon,
yeah,
post
it's over.
honeymoon meetup.
We're getting to work here. Let's
Yeah,
see what they're doing together.
yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna
Let's
be
see how they
really
live
really cool.
together.
I know. What I was gonna ask was, is there any, since we mentioned Game Pass, is there any games in particular that you want to see announced for Game Pass at E3?
Absolutely. Final Fantasy VII remake, pipe dream, but that'd be.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
because the game's over a year old now. That's a
I think that
slight
that update's
possibility.
coming out this week, right? The integrate update is coming out, I think, this
Yeah,
week.
I think so.
Oh, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna play that. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Shit, I forgot one. I was gonna.
Hmm.
Oh, some of the I don't know. I guess Dragon Quest games. That'd be cool because they're on Switch,
Yeah.
so that'd be cool for Game Pass. I guess yeah. There's a lot of games from Japan we haven't seen on Xbox. That'd be really nice to see because all the Yakuza games are on there now. So
That is an interesting thing there. I really want to see more. I really don't want to see that Japanese developer momentum fall away from Microsoft. I actually was reading an interesting article the other day. Basically just saying that Microsoft's growth in Japan has been the biggest. Like Japan is Microsoft's fastest growing region. Which you
oh really?
know, yeah, I mean, they're making some progress in Japan. They're doing better in Japan than they've ever done now. Apparently, I think the article I read was in Windows Central. It might have been
Oh
Business
cool.
Insider or something like that. But yeah, so they've been doing pretty good, and there was some statistics. I should have actually brought up the tab. I didn't think we'd be talking about it, but it was some statistics basically saying that like I think a third of all Game Pass subscribers like are playing like Japanese made video games on Game Pass. So
Cool.
I'm really glad to hear that because if people are playing those games, it's just going to encourage more Japanese devs to hop onto Game Pass and do partnerships with Xbox. So that's exciting, and I want that personally.
Oh, that's what I was gonna think. Final Fantasy 14 online. I'd like to see that. I might not particularly play it a lot, but I would like to see it on Game Pass for others and like Xbox gamers to finally get to play.
Hmm. Yeah,
It's only been
that's
on
an
PC and
interesting.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean it's only been on PC and PlayStation for a really long time now.
I think 2014
Um,
got launched. Well, the like
yeah, the Realm
when they
Reborn.
remade it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that launched on PS4. Wasn't that originally? Am I thinking of Final Fantasy 11 on 360?
Yeah, oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
launched on three. That was part of their launch lineup,
Mm-hmm.
or I mean,
Yeah.
at their E3 anyway. I remember at '05 E3. I think that
Mm-hmm.
they ended with that. They ended with Final Fantasy 11 on 360.
Yeah. I would love to see.
Oh,
I
that'd be
would love
cool.
to see
They end
Final
E3 with
Fantasy
Final Fantasy
14
14 online, just like a remake
online.
of
That'd be cool.
E3 '05.
But I'm not sure. I mean, because like you know, I've been talking to you about this for like a couple of weeks now, right? Fantasy Star Online is coming this week,
For sure.
uh, like Wednesday. So it's like I don't know, like maybe they don't want to partner. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe Sega would kind of feel rubbed the wrong way. Like, hey guys, we gave you exclusivity with Fantasy Star Online, and now you're going ahead and putting our direct competitor on your system as well. I
That's a
don't know. I'm
possibility, I
not. I don't know.
guess.
Yeah,
Because yeah,
I don't know.
that's not on PlayStation in the US or North America anyway.
Yeah, it's on. It's funny. It's not on Xbox in Japan. It's on Xbox in the U.S. So it's like,
Yeah.
but yeah. Is that everything that you want to see? That's a pretty short list.
What I'd want, I like to know, like just I want to see a gameplay from Avowed. All that stuff they showed CG, I just don't think it will happen. I'd want to see Avowed
Yeah,
gameplay. I'd want to see what's Rare making again? I forget now.
Everwild.
Everwild. I mean, they showed the game twice now. I have no idea
Yeah,
what that
I
is.
I was very disappointed last year when all they had to show was just another cinematic trailer. I want to see some gameplay. I want to see
They
what it's
showed that
about.
first at XO 19.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
coming
first at
on
XO19, then at E3 2020.
almost two
Now
years.
it's yeah, now it's E3 2021
We
and
have like
still
no,
nothing.
we have no like. They showed a CG trailer for Avowed. That game looked awesome. It was a CG trailer, but I get the
Yeah.
gist. It's a first-person RPG. I'm down. I'm ready to play it. I want to see some gameplay of it. I know what it is just from that. 1 minute 30-second trailer. I know exactly like this is gonna be awesome. It looks like up my alley. Everwild, they've
Do you
shown twice.
think?
I have no idea
Do you
what it is.
think maybe? Well, no, I wouldn't want to say that they don't know what it's
Yes,
going to
I
be
agree. No,
yet.
I think that
Do you
is a
think they don't know
possibility.
what
I
do you
think it's a
think the like Rare is
possibility.
just like
They started making the game. They had an idea. It's been changing, and they're kind of like, "What is this? Like, how do we market this game?"
trees? Earth Day, the video
Strange
game.
fictional animals in a forest.
Yeah, it's a couple deer in there. I don't know.
I gotta say,
Uh,
Sea of Thieves has gotten better. I'm sure. No, I don't want
yeah,
to see more Sea of Thieves. I think we will, but
I
uh,
think we will.
I think they internally like we can't just make another make fun for yourself game.
Mm-hmm.
We need to make a different type of game. Make a game with a quest game, like with like there's a go do this, not just
Uh-huh.
go make fun for yourself game.
Yeah, I want I really wish I want Avowed to be more of a single player adventure game personally, because like Rare hasn't done a single player adventure game in years, really. The
Oh, I
last
think
time we
Avowed
saw Rare
is going to
doing
be.
like,
I think
you
Avowed.
think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Avowed 100% should be a
You mean
single player.
Everwild?
No, you said Avowed.
Did I say Avowed?
Everwild,
I
I
thought I
think
said
should be a
I
co-op.
thought
Yeah,
I thought I said Rare. Oh, well.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
want Everwild to be a single player game. Yeah, not
Well, yeah,
I
that's
know
what
Avowed is, but yeah. Hmm.
that's what I mean. That's why I would like to see what the game is. I
Yeah.
don't think it's too much to ask for. What am I gonna play? Like, what is this? We've seen it twice now. Can you please tell me what I'm gonna play? I don't know what it is. I don't like CG trailers, but last year they showed like I said, like
It was all
Avowed.
CG trailers pretty
Yeah, that was
much.
the majority of it. But I knew what I'm getting into. Okay, I know what this game's gonna be. That was cool. They showed Everwild. I just
Um,
was like, I don't know what this is.
I think that well, if you're done, I guess I'll talk about what I personally want to see at E3.
Yeah, go nuts.
uh, I mean, of course, I want to see Halo.
Yes.
I want to see some of that multiplayer. I
Hmm.
want to see what direction they're taking with the multiplayer. I'd like to see more campaign stuff. Like you said, I'd like to see more campaign stuff. But really, I want to see more multiplayer. I already said I really want to see, just a smaller thing is I want to see that Doom Eternal Series X update. I want to see that.
Yeah,
Um, I want to see a cage match between Phil Spencer and Jim Ryan,
that'd be cool.
and that would be cool.
Like fire outside the ring too.
It's just like, yeah, it's like a Money in the Bank.
Hmm.
um, but yeah, mainly really I want to see Halo. I want to see and I want to see updates from these studios, but I really feel like I'm trying to curb my expectations because I really feel like we're not going to see that. I really feel like we're not going to see a whole lot of updates from these guys because last year was all CG trailers, and I don't know, like usually if there was going to be something really big here, usually it would have been leaked. And it's a shame, but leaks have become so much more reliable in recent years, I feel,
Well, they've gotten
that it's
better on
like,
Xbox with the leaks.
yeah,
They're
yeah, I mean,
no one knew
I,
about the Series X reveal. Nobody
yeah,
when they announced
yeah.
it. And E3 last year, like when there wasn't really anything that came out like, oh, this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
No one really knew till we saw
Yeah,
it.
you're right. You're right about that. I guess I don't know. That's why I said like maybe I've become too dependent on leaks, where it's like like in the past couple of years we've gotten some really big leaks happening, um, and they've come out being true. Like Perfect Dark, that was leaked a long time ago.
Jeff Grubb leaked it.
Um, Jeff
Like,
Grubb leaked Perfect Dark.
almost
Yeah.
a year before.
Mm-hmm. He
He was
said
so
like,
defiant, like it's perfect.
yeah.
Everyone really questioned like, what's the initiative working on? He just make Perfect Dark. It's Perfect Dark. They're working on Perfect Dark.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, but like, we had Perfect Dark leaked. We had I think it was like what it was.
Do you want to
I
see
think
more Perfect Dark?
the Xbox Series S was leaked. I would love, I really
That's
love
true.
Perfect Dark. I really love Perfect Dark, so I would love to see more Perfect Dark. Um, but at the same time, I don't want to see more of it because I want it to stay in the oven. You know, that's one of
No,
those
for
games that
sure.
I really want. I really want to stay in the oven a little bit longer because,
Like,
you know,
yeah,
like yeah.
we're seeing these. Like, I don't want to see Perfect Dark. I want to see more of Hellblade 2. I want to see more of Avowed.
Mm-hmm.
I understand not going to come out anytime soon. But I would like to see, like, here's a snippet of gameplay we've been working on. Oh, cool. Like, this, like,
Yeah.
I could just get a feel of what's going to be like.
Yeah, I would really love to see that. I want to see some Hellblade too, because I was a big fan of Hellblade. That was
Yes.
one of the first games that I played in 4K on my Xbox One X when I got that back in 2017. So yeah, like I really enjoyed Hellblade. I want to see Hellblade 2. Um, really, yeah, I guess my list is pretty short as well because
No pipe dreams, nothing like you would want to see this, even though
I
it's not going
you
to
know
happen.
pipe dream. That's an interesting question. Yeah. Uh, not really. I mean, like, not really. No. I mean, Fable, Fable 2021. That'd be
I would like to
crazy,
see
but
that. But
like,
again, I would want to see more of that. We're not going to see Fable.
but it's
Fable is
it,
not coming
it
out anytime
it's
soon.
hard. It's hard to say what I want because my desires are so, I guess, limited by my own, like personal feeling of like curving my expectations. So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm boring. Sorry. My desires of this are boring because it's like I really and it's something I was thinking about the other day when Sony was talking about how God of War wasn't coming out this year and Horizon still doesn't have a date, and I was just like, well, shoot, 2021 is kind of a it's kind of going to be a little bit bland, after Ratchet and Clank comes out later on this week.
And the
Sony
gunk
they're
later
gonna
this year.
you can't forget about the gunk. Sorry, you can never forget about that. But after Ratchet and Clank comes out this week, what there's going to be Deathloop. That's the next like really big game, and I'm sure we're going to get some big holiday 2021 announcements this year. Maybe
I
I'd
assume we
hope
get them
from
at
third
E3. I
parties.
assume we get them at
I
E3. If we don't, that means usually trouble. Like, oh, I guess we get nothing.
I hope, but usually we know at least something. But it seems like the first half of 2021 has been really good. But I'm kind of nervous about the second half.
Oh, here's something I would want. It's not a game
Yes.
though. I would love a revamp of the achievement system. As you know,
Yes.
I would love for them to sub
Oh.
substitute, separate the core game from DLC achievements.
Mhm.
So DLC achievements are separate from the core game. Still, the gamer scores 1,000, just go up, and equivalent to a platinum trophy on Xbox. I would love that.
That just reminded me. I do have a pipe dream that I want. Bring back the backwards compatibility program, please, and add more games, like more original Xbox games, more 360 games, more. I want more. I want more. I love the backwards compatibility. If you look at my Xbox
Are they
Series
done with
X,
that? They say they're officially done with 360.
yeah, they announced that was years ago.
I think
They
it was
announced they were
last
like,
year.
was it
They
last
said
year?
like, when they're getting ready for like the launch of Series X. I think they said they're done.
It
I
might have
think
been
they said
last
here's
year.
the last like 360 backward compatible games we're gonna be working on Series X in the future, essentially.
Yeah, it probably was because I'm pretty sure that same backwards compatibility team is the team that's now been working on stuff like quick resume
Yeah, for
and
sure.
auto HDR and FPS boost and all those things. So I'm pretty sure that's what's been going on.
Oh, good
But I
call.
mean, like,
That's what I want to see too. I'd like
uh,
to see more FPS boost games.
yes, that would be awesome. I think we are gonna. I
Yeah, we
think we
will.
are gonna get, without dipping too much into our expectations because we're gonna talk about that next. I think we are definitely gonna be seeing a good list of auto HDR. I'm not auto HDR, but FPS boost games and stuff like that. But yeah, that would be my pipe dream. Personally, is to see Microsoft say, "Oh, actually, I have two pipe dreams. Ooh, two. I just thought of another one." I would love for them to say, "Hey, we're opening up the backwards compatibility program again. Here is a list of original Xbox games you can play on your Series X and Xbox One now. Here's a list of 360 games you can play now. Yada 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 yada." Another thing, I wish they would cancel the Xbox One version of Halo Infinite.
Yeah, I
That would be a bombshell announcement for me. Yeah.
they're not going to, but
Yeah, no, they're not. They're not. It The
Dude, I
money,
wish they
it
did that
makes too
last
much
year.
sense.
I wish in August they said, hey, you know what? We're delaying the game for a year, and
Hmm.
the Xbox One version is not working out. So,
Yeah.
I, that's a whole other subject. I can go into this in deep. I just don't understand this latching on to the last generation.
I don't really get it either. Actually, it was interesting. Again, I keep bringing up PlayStation during this Xbox
Yeah, it's
uh
insulting.
related episode. But this is a really good example of something. I was looking today. Somebody tweeted. It was Corey Barlog. You know him. He's the guy
Yes,
behind the recent
Santa
God of
Monica.
War reboot. Santa Monica dude. Yeah. And he's in charge of God of War Ragnarok, and I think somebody tweeted about somebody basically said on Twitter that when um when God of War 2 came out, God of War 2 came out in, I believe, 2007. And like, somebody tweeted out and they said, like, I don't know why people are upset about God of War Ragnarok being on PS4 as well
Wait,
as
God of War 2?
PS5, when God of War 2 came out in 2007 and it launched only on PS2 and not PS3. And Corey Barlock responded to that tweet, and he said, well, actually, people were upset. It's just that, social media wasn't as prolific back then, so
True.
not as many people were able to voice their opinions. But he also said, he didn't say much, but he just said, like, people were upset back then too, but it all worked out well at the end of the day anyway. So, um,
Wow, I didn't know that came out in '07. That would be ridiculous. That was
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't. I was like 10 years old at the time, and like and back when I was 10 years old, I really only cared about like Nintendo and like Gears of
For
War.
sure.
So Nintendo, Gears of War, and Halo. I wasn't really. I hadn't played God of War back then, but
Yeah.
yeah, like, looking back at that though, that is like, yeah, that is kind of an outrage. Like, if I'd been aware of it back then, I would have been pissed. And he said that, it all worked out well in the end anyway, because I mean, naturally, God of War 2, it did sell really, really well. It was a really high
I
selling
mean, yeah,
game,
there's
of
over
course.
150 million PS2s out
Yeah,
there.
there were tons of PS2s out there, and I know that God of War Ragnarok is going to sell really, really well, and the fact that it's on PS4 is great news for the 100+ million PS4
Yeah, for
users out
sure.
there. Just like how, however many Xbox One users are out there, I'm sure they're going to be happy, like, oh, cool, I can play Halo Infinite without having to buy a new system. But
I just think, like you said, you want them to
yeah,
drop that. That was your pipe dream, but I think that they're gonna have to cut that off eventually, though.
yeah, they are. With the
Like,
updates and like going
like
forward and everything, they are
I
going to
would
have to.
no,
Yeah.
like, really, like max 2 years. Like, hey, this is the last update for Xbox One. I think they did that with Destiny, right? Destiny was on PS3 and 360.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I,
they
I
did
think
that with
like
Destiny.
I think like maybe a year later even. I'm not sure. I don't play Destiny, but I think like a year later they said this is the last update. If you want to keep playing, you have to go to Xbox One or PS4.
Yeah, but we're spiraling into a bit of a tangent here. But
Yeah.
let's keep going. Let's keep going with this, because this is good. Because I remember, and I'm sure you remember too, last year, when a lot of people were saying, well, not last year, but in recent years, with the whole Halo Infinite being on Xbox One thing, a lot of people were saying, like, oh, well, PC games are able to run on all these different spec systems perfectly fine.
Hmm.
But the thing about it is that the Xbox One is almost 10-year-old hardware now. It's almost a decade old. Uh,
Yeah,
it's almost a decade old hardware, and even when the Xbox One launched, it was underpowered
for sure.
compared to the PS4, and the PS4 was underpowered
For
compared
sure.
to PCs at the time. So like, this is a system that's extremely, extremely weak. And you're saying that you have to accommodate this system. That's why it's so much of a bigger deal. That's why I'm like, God of War Ragnarok is not as huge of a deal in my opinion, but like, because the
Because the
PS4 was
one
still
shot,
really
it's a single
powerful.
player game. It's gonna come out,
Yeah,
people are gonna play it, and it's done. Halo Infinite, they've said their word is this is like a 10. This is the game. Like they're not gonna have a. They
yeah,
said that there's not gonna be a Halo 7. There's not gonna be a Halo Infinite 2. Halo Infinite's gonna be Halo. There's an
yes,
update. So like they're gonna the next campaign, the next big Halo game, just be an update within Halo Infinite.
yeah. Um,
So yeah,
and
I would
it's
say
like,
max 2 years. They're gonna have to. Like, hey, this is the last update for Xbox One.
then I have to
You
shut
can
it
keep
off. Yeah.
playing the old updates, but if you want to get anything new, you're gonna have to buy a Series X or S. There's no
Yeah, and
way.
it's just
There's
like
no
it's
way
like
they can keep updating that on Xbox One. They can't.
another example. Fantasy Star Online 2. New Genesis. The reason why they're remaking it is because Fantasy Star Online 2 came out, and it's like that
20
was
came out 10 years ago. Oh wait, what year? Okay,
yeah,
not 2012. It came out 9 years ago.
2012. Yeah, that game is like super old. It's running on like I think like Xbox 360 PS3 hardware is what it was designed for. Like it's old as dust. They needed to update it for modern systems. And even with updating it for modern systems, they're still, putting it on Xbox One and PS4. So even still by today's standards, it is running on outdated technology, but I think that, I would love for Halo Infinite to be dropped uh from Xbox One. It's not going to happen, but it is a
Yeah,
pipe dream.
yeah.
Uh but let's move on to what we actually expect to see.
All
Now,
right.
I know your expectations are extraordinarily low.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
why
I'll
don't you
just
go
cap.
ahead?
I just
Yeah.
that last. I'll just cap it off. I think I want to see things we don't know about, and I think we will.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'll end up with that. I think there's. I can't even. I can't even think. I think a new game. I don't even know what it is. I think we'll see maybe one or two of those.
Real
That's always
quick,
exciting.
actually, Jez Corden, who from Windows Central, he said that he's been hearing some really good rumors that some sort of new acquisition of some kind is occurring. It like might happen. He
Yeah.
says he says he's sure that something is happening, but he's not sure if it will be announced at E3, and he
Yeah.
doesn't really know what it is, but he knows that something is happening in terms of new acquisitions. So maybe we'll get that. I don't know.
No, Jeff Grubb said the same thing about Kojima. He said
Mhm.
he doesn't think we might not see it at E3, but he said he thinks that deal is in the works and it will be getting done eventually, and we'll hear from it at some point. He does think it's going to happen. It's just not official yet. That
Honestly,
Xbox and
it's
Kojima is
sad.
going to make a game together.
Yeah, I really hope the next Kojima game is good because Death Stranding was not very good in my opinion.
I know. Again, it's not a popular opinion, but I played Metal Gear Solid 5. It was fine. I liked it, but I'm not a huge Kojima fan, so I'll just say that. I can't get into
All
his
right.
games. I can't do it. Even Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
5, the gameplay was fun, but there's so much overproduced cutscenes and story I just didn't really care for. It was just like killing me.
We need to move away from this because
Yes.
like I can't talk about Kojima without getting into like heated
Hmm.
conversation. Not because I disagree with you, but because like I both disagree with you and I agree with you. I mostly agree with you though. I think that a lot of his projects are overproduced, even though I am a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid series. But let's just move on before I lose my mind. Uh,
Okay. So my
but yeah,
expectations, what I think's gonna happen,
yeah. Hmm.
I think we'll see Halo Infinite. I think we'll see some campaign. Though I think they're gonna show the improvements of the engine. I
Hmm.
don't think people will care. I think people will still poo on it. I think Halo people will like it. I like it. I thought the game looked fun last year. I agree that it didn't look graphically impressive.
Quick
Um,
question:
yes,
do you think that the footage we see of Halo Infinite will be running on Series X or PC?
PC.
Think it'll be running on PC?
Yes,
I would hope to God it's running on Series X, but yeah, I also expect it to run on PC
that's a
because
good
the
question. I mean, I
screenshots
don't
they showed
know.
off recently.
I agree. They might want to show it on Series X,
Yeah,
like, hey, because this is our this is the Xbox we have. Just that
yeah.
we're selling people.
This is what we're trying to sell you.
But yeah, I think it will sit on PC. They're gonna want to show the game the best, even if it looks great on Series X. If it looks a tiny bit better on PC, they'll show it on PC. And I'm not positive. I think they make the game via PC, so I think that would just be
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because
yeah,
like the Xbox Series X, like the entire architecture of that system is basically a PC. So.
yeah. So yeah, I think we'll see. They're gonna try to show off the improvements.
Hmm.
I think Halo fans will like it. I think other people that aren't into Halo will kind of or poo on it. Sorry, still. Um,
I
I think
liked
that'll
it.
be
I thought it looked fun last year. It's just
the
visually it
gameplay
wasn't
looked fun.
impressive.
If you
Yeah.
asked me what looked better, even Halo 5 or Infinite on that trailer, I would have said Halo 5. And that game came out 2015. So
Yikes.
I think, yeah, I think it'll still be a debate of is this game going to be good because what we saw. I'm going to like it. Halo fans will like it. I think we're going to see a lot of multiplayer. I think they're going to show the customization of your Spartan. They're going to show all the not well new modes, of course. That's going to be probably like the big thing. Like this is what's new in the multiplayer. We're going to see obviously the usual stuff, arena.
Hmm.
Um, we'll see the customization you can make. We'll see, hopefully, I think we'll see the progression system, how that's going to work. I'm sure gonna.
Just a big Halo palooza, huh?
I think it'll be a solid 10 to 12 minutes of E3. Yeah, this is the game. I mean, this is their. This is a a first party Xbox game coming out this year. They're gonna have
You
to.
know, my whole thing with that is that Halo and 343, their Twitter accounts and their social media has been really quiet about Infinite at E3. Like they haven't really said much of like, hey, we're gonna have a big Infinite showcase. We're gonna show you all this stuff at E3. So
I
personally,
like
like
that.
I don't know,
Well,
I
no,
don't expect to see a
they've
whole
been given
much.
monthly updates. They said they're not gonna do one until E3 after the last one they showed though.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Um,
and who's the director? I can't. Is Joe Staten or Staten? That's his name, right? The guy who's
yeah, I think
running.
it's Dayton. Yeah,
He did like a month or so ago. He showed like a bunch of like a screenshot of a bunch of like clips hinting
yeah,
that
we talked
this is
about
for
that.
E3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll see. I think it'll be a blowout. Here's the progression system. Here how it works. Here's customization. Here's the new modes. Here's some old modes. Here's what's going to be at launch. Here's going to be post-launch. I think, and we'll get a date, and we'll get a open beta date too
Hmm.
for multiplayer. That would be
I hope
something,
you're right.
or multiple ones
I
in the
hope to God you're
summertime.
right about that. That would be awesome.
I think so. That'd be it for Halo. I
Mm-hmm.
expect to see some of the smaller games they've been showing off the last year or two. I think we'll get a Psychonauts 2 full-length trailer, a release date soon. I think it'll come out like by the end of summer. I would say like maybe August release, July maybe. Yeah, I would even say July even.
Yeah.
We'll see the Gunk. I can't wait. I'm gonna be day one Gunk guy. I think it was fun. I can't wait to see more.
See, I can't tell. I
Dude, I'm
can't tell
playing the
anymore
Gunk
if you're
though. I'm
joking.
pulling the
I
Gunk. I
can't.
started off joking because Halo Infinite got delayed. I'm like, I'm gonna play the Gunk on day one. That's it. Then that's not even come out till they didn't have a date for that. I thought it was a release or a launch game or a window. Then they said that's not even a date yet. I'm like, oh my god, I can't play the Gunk yet. So yeah, I'm pulling on the Gunk. I want to see more
You're all
Gunk.
in on the gunk. Okay.
I think we'll get a release date for the Gunk
No
soon.
disrespect to the gunk or the gunk
No,
devs. It's
I am
just
not
that.
kidding. I'm gonna play that day one. I can't wait for the Gunk. I really can't. I think it's a different type of game. People love their other game that was on Switch. I can't remember what it's called now, but people did enjoy that game. Steam something? I forget what it's called. Anyway,
SteamWorld Dig. They did
yes,
that.
yeah. I think
Oh,
people
I didn't
enjoyed
know
that
they
game,
did
right?
that. Yeah,
I
that
think
was that's a really classic game. The guy from that game is in Smash Bros.
Oh, I did
Or
not
no,
know
no,
that.
no, no, it's not. No, no. I'm thinking of something else now. I'm wrong. I think
Yeah.
that I think SteamWorld Dig does have some representation in Smash Brothers though.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
I
it
don't know anything
does.
about it. I know people. I heard people liked it, so that's who's making the
Yeah.
Gunk. I'm pretty sure. I'm
Hmm.
not positive, but yeah, I think we'll get the Gunk trailer, gameplay, in-depth gameplay. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a co-op game. I think I said that last year. We'll get a
Well,
date
I'll
for
play it
that.
with you.
Yeah, I think that will be same thing. Late summer, maybe September, August, September. That'll come out. We'll get a date for that. I expect. I guess they'll probably end the show with Starfield. Yeah.
I wonder. I think that like I think that Bethesda's gonna do their thing kind of separate from Xbox. Like, not like separate, you know what I mean? But like I feel like they're gonna do
Yeah,
like
I'm not sure it's
all the
working.
Xbox stuff first, and then like they're gonna do all the Bethesda stuff,
Yeah,
or I
I
don't know
don't
if
know if
it's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be mixed
intertwined.
or
I
yeah, I
don't
have
know.
no
Yeah.
idea. They did say it's gonna be closer than people think, like together.
Hmm.
They said they want to show like we are together. This is one thing.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, like it's the post honeymoon like outing. Like it's like
So yeah, I
they're
don't know
that's
exactly
it.
how it's
It's
gonna
official.
work
They
because
tied the
Todd
knot.
Howard's
Yeah.
a good like speaker,
Hmm.
so I'm sure he'll be the one describing Starfield. But yeah, I think we'll see Starfield. We'll see what the game is, what type of game it is. I expect a lot of Game Pass stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
like I wouldn't be shocked if like obviously here's some games like newer games coming to Game Pass day one.
Hmm.
Some popular games the last year or so coming to Game Pass soon, and I think we'll get FPS boost games. Dates on those. Yeah.
That's about it.
I think we'll get some things we don't know about. I think we'll get a game or two that
Yeah.
we have no idea what it even is, or we'll get like, sadly enough, we'll get probably a CG trailer.
Yeah. Probably CG trailers, like
Oh,
there is still, I believe,
I
sorry, go ahead.
expect
Hmm.
Battlefield 6.
Oh, you expect that at the Xbox showcase?
I think that will be. It's been a rumor, so it's like I'm just not making this up. I don't have
Hmm.
sources, obviously. I think that will be a Game Pass day one. Battlefield 6.
Oh, okay.
Also, here's another
Um,
expectation. I forgot to
yeah.
say. I think we. It's an expectation that they might get Ubisoft's
Yeah, what is that?
streaming into Game Pass
Yeah.
as well, just like they did with EA.
Hmm. That would be cool. Uh, that would be cool. I
Yeah,
would love to, I like that to happen. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I'd be
dude,
down
more
for that.
games of same. It's why not? Yeah, please. I'll take more games.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What is theirs called? Was it
You
Ubisoft
play?
Play? You play? I was thinking Uplay.
I don't know.
I know their thing on PC is Origin. I don't know.
Is that EA? I thought EA was Origin.
Is EA Origin? Oh shoot!
Pretty sure.
Now
Yeah.
I'm really confused. Yeah.
Yeah. I expect something with Game Pass intertwined with something else again. Because their main focus will be Game Pass. They'll be showing off. They're gonna have to do some Game Pass announcements, like big like games coming.
Yeah, they are gonna have to do something. I think that like if I may, I expect that they're gonna have to do some really strategic third party deals to carry them through 2021 because of just the sheer
For
lack
sure.
of first party content. They can't lose face next to Sony's PlayStation. These are like, well, I mean, I think the first year is not as crucial as
Yeah.
a lot of people think it is, but like this is it's still an important time for your early adopters like us. Um, so I do expect they're probably I think they're gonna have to be cutting some serious deals with third parties for Game Pass and just to keep people engaged with the Xbox platform.
I think they
So
will.
yeah, I hope that they do. Um, I really do. I'm not sure what else they could do. They did a lot of stuff with Sega recently. They did a big partnership with Square Enix, like a couple years ago. Or was that last year? I remember they did like all the Final Fantasy games.
That was
Well, a bunch of Final
XO19.
Fantasy games. That was
They announced
XO19. Oh
that.
my god!
Yeah.
Wow, that feels like forever. And they did the Kingdom Hearts games just recently. I think they just took the Kingdom Hearts games off of Game Pass. So like,
They
well,
were on
some
that
of
for
them
a
off
long
of Game
time
Pass.
though.
They were on there for a long time. Yeah, you should have played them. I really think you would have liked it. I really
I
do.
don't.
I know it's the whole Disney thing, but like it is like straight up. If you ignore all that, it is just a solid action RPG. Like it is. Like I'm just like
I might
if you
like the
ignore everything else,
gameplay,
like it
but
is.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like the game just didn't reach me.
I get it. It is goofy. You're playing as a character who carries around a
Literally
giant
goofy.
key and has
Zing.
clown shoes. Ah, haha, you're so
Oh,
funny.
I expect a big Sea of Thieves update and maybe an Outer Worlds 2. That's it. I expect those as well.
That's it. Okay. Outer Worlds 2. Wow. Really?
Like legit, like we're making Outer Worlds 2.
Just like them to say, "Hey, it's being done. We're doing
Yeah.
it." Yeah.
But it also, because I mean, Obsidian's owned by Xbox now, to also say it's gonna be on Xbox. It's an Xbox game. Because Outer
Hmm.
Worlds was on PS4 and Switch.
That is a thing. I expect that and it kind of makes me chuckle, but I expect that between Microsoft and Bethesda, they're gonna have a lot of only on Xbox Game
One,
Pass and PC.
yeah.
Only on I think they're gonna be saying that for a lot of stuff. I expect that they're gonna be saying that for a
They're
lot of
gonna hammer
stuff.
that home, absolutely.
They're going. I expect they're gonna have to hammer that home. They're gonna have to like pound it into people's minds. This stuff is not coming to PlayStation. This stuff
Yeah,
is not
any
coming to
Bethesda
Nintendo Switch.
announcement,
It's only
like
coming to PC and Xbox. Yeah.
it'll be quietly, even like, cause I'm like they'll make
Hmm.
updates to Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online. That would be quietly
Yeah.
on other platforms as well.
Hmm.
But like
Yeah.
Starfield, games we don't know about yet.
I don't think they're gonna say the name PlayStation at
No,
all.
no way. That's what I mean. Like when I say, it's a good possibility they'll show a update for Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online, and they'll say, Xbox Game Pass, like day one, PC, this date, and other platforms.
Do you think they're gonna say anything about Deathloop coming to Xbox?
No,
Not yet.
No,
I mean, because
absolutely.
obviously they're still under contract,
Yeah, not a chance.
So,
That's not even out yet. No way.
but do you think they're going to say anything about Deathloop at their showcase?
No,
No.
no.
I mean, because like at the end of the day, they are still trying to sell that game.
I
You know.
understand. I don't think.
Okay.
I think they'll be like cause they had a YouTube thing they just dropped a couple weeks ago, like some gameplay.
Yeah, I mean they'll
I
probably
think
do a
they'll do that
state of
again.
play with PlayStation, probably
Yeah,
closer to
yeah,
its
that
launch.
too.
They'll
Good
probably
call. Yeah,
yeah,
that too. Hey, go do it there. We don't want to. Yeah, they're not gonna. No, I don't think they will.
yeah, like
Here's
yeah.
on Xbox to show you. No, no, there's no chance. I think it's 0% chance. Here's a game that's not on our platform at all.
I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. But yeah, my expectations are a lot like yours. I expect I expect that we're gonna see some Halo stuff. I expect we're gonna see gameplay. I don't expect we're gonna see that much. I don't expect that we're gonna see as much as you expect that we are. I expect that we're just gonna pretty much get announcements of like, hey, here's this Xbox thing coming. Hey, I mean like here not. Ugh, let me slow down. I expect they're gonna say like, "Hey, here's this Halo showcase coming in the summertime.
That's
Here's
possible.
the
Yeah.
date where we're gonna do like a Halo show." Because I really, like I said this last year, that I expect that they'll probably want to do a Halo, like an exclusively Halo
Like a stream.
oriented showcase. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a stream where they talk all things Halo
That's
and they do
true.
like
That
a
could
big
happen for
Halo
sure.
showcase thing. I expect that we make an announcement about that. I think they're definitely gonna show something. We're gonna see the game in
There's
action.
gonna be a
I
lot of Halo.
100% expect that. There's gonna be significant amounts of Halo there. I mean, it was only plastered all over the front of their,
Yeah, I
E3
know.
advert, right?
I know. It's
So I
absolutely
expect that we're
multiplayer.
gonna see that. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Just
Yeah.
random
Definitely.
Spartans
Definitely.
with like all different colored
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah. Random Spartans with a bunch of differently customized armor. Yeah. We're gonna see the multiplayer stuff, which I'm excited about.
Yeah,
I'm
for
I'm very
sure.
excited
I
about that.
already playing it a lot, so
Uh. Oh, I'm gonna be playing the
I want
crap
to
out
see
of
it
it. I
for
gotta
sure. Yeah,
gotta get all the achievements, baby. I
of
gotta get all the
course.
achievements. Yeah. But yeah, I expect that we're going to see that. I don't expect we're going to see as much as you think that as you expect. I think we're going to see definitely the multiplayer stuff, and I also think there's going to be an announcement of like, hey, we're going to have another showcase, maybe next month, maybe in July.
For sure.
Tune in because July we're going to do something, or maybe early August we're going to do something. Um, Actually, that's a question. Do you think we're going to get a date for the game?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I said that. I said that when
I
I was
think I
talking
think
about
so
it.
too. Oh, I didn't catch that. Yeah,
I
I
think
think we're
yeah,
gonna
we'll
get a date.
absolutely get a date. Yeah.
Um, Starfield, of
We got a
course.
date
We're gonna
last
see
year.
Starfield. We're gonna see. Yeah, you're right.
They
Yeah.
gave a date.
If they don't give a date, I'm going to be very nervous. I'm going to be on pins and needles for like the rest of the year if we don't get a date.
If they
But
don't show a
I
date for
expect that we're
Halo
going to see.
Infinite, I think
Yeah.
that I don't think it's possible. I don't think that would just be that'd be chaos. Phil Spencer has to
Oh
be
my
like, we have to
god,
come
that
out
would
right.
be
We have a
insane.
date because we got to say a date. We can't come out. We can't come out and say here's Halo Infinite. We don't have a
Yeah.
date yet. We have to have a date. Yeah, there's a
Yeah, they
date.
have to have a date. Yeah, there has to be. I expect we're gonna see Starfield stuff. We're gonna see at least what the game's about. I don't really have too high expectations of Starfield. I'm not sure how far along that game is. We've been hearing some rumors about Starfield 2021. I do not think that's happening at all. I think there is, as you would say, a 0% chance that that game is coming out this year. I don't think it's happening at all.
I think they
Um,
planned on it. I just don't think.
you
I mean,
think they planned
obviously,
on it? I don't think they.
whatever happened
I don't
last
think they.
year. Like I
I
think I
don't think
said
they
to you
planned
before.
on it.
If let's say their offices were kind of out of not doing much because of COVID in 20 like
Mm-hmm.
4 to 6 months. Let's say 4 months. That's
Right.
that could be a year delay if there was little to no work on the game for 4 months because everyone was home.
Yeah,
That's a year
that is
delay right
true.
there. Boom. We
That
just
is
lost
true. Yeah.
4 6 months. We lost 4 months of work. That's a whole year for a game like that,
Yeah,
probably.
that's true. Yeah, that's totally accurate.
So I'm sure they
That's
planned
fair.
on it, but now it's probably gonna come out 2022.
I expect 2022 for that game. I don't. Since I have no idea what it is. I don't have any expectation of what we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see an explanation. Like you said, I think Todd Howard's gonna come out and he's gonna talk about like what the game is. They're gonna show some stuff. Uh, I don't think we're gonna have a date because isn't
No,
Todd Howard the guy who says like we don't like to announce dates until we know the game is ready to go?
he said in an interview, he said he wants to do as short as they announced Fallout 4 5 months before it launched.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Yeah.
nothing about Fallout 4, zero. They showed a teaser before E3. Tune into E3, they said, and the whole layout of the game was there at E3. They said come out in November. And he said if he could, he's like, I know I can't, but he said I would have loved. I think he said in an interview, I would have loved to launch a game, like announce it and say it's coming out like next week. He's like, I can't
That'd
do
be
that.
awesome,
Yeah, he's just like,
dude.
I know I can't do it, but that's what I. He said
Yeah,
he likes to do it as little as possible between the announcement and the game.
it's a great policy. I think more studios should adopt that policy. But yeah.
Yeah, he said something like, "Who wants to see something and wait to play longer?"
hmm
Like,
I
that's true.
agree.
But yeah,
Um,
that's why I said I think they have to talk because I'm sure they planned maybe to come out this year, and just with everything that's going on, they have to like, we have something because we haven't talked in a while. So here's something we've been working on.
I expect that we're gonna see, of course, Psychonauts 2. Even though, like, and I know, like, it's Double Fine's game. It looks fun. I'll probably play it, get the achieves. I mean, like, I like 3D platformers. I think they're cool. They're like 3D platformers on Xbox or even on PlayStation are great games because they're easy, laid back, very relaxed experiences.
They're
You can
fun.
just get in achievements or trophies. Yeah, it's a
They're
very
stress
chilled
free.
out type of
Stress
game.
free.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be playing Psychonauts. So yeah, stress free is a great word. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing that. And I'm gonna have a great time with it. I expect I'll have a good time with it. I
Yeah,
feel
I'll
like we're
play
gonna
it.
see something. We're definitely gonna see a date for that game. If we don't have one already, no, I don't think we do.
No, we have no date.
Yeah, we're gonna see a date for that game. I think.
Yeah.
Um, I I half expect the initiative to show up and talk about something. I half expect I half expect Ninja Theory to show up and talk about something. Like, because like, I feel like with the initiative, my whole thing is that I remember Phil Spencer went to the initiative and played Perfect
He
Dark.
did say
He
that.
went there and he played it, and that was
They
like
showed a
2 years
picture of
ago,
him.
right? Yeah,
They
like
showed a picture of him playing a game, and he said he was playing their game, the
that was
initiative's
like
game.
2 years ago. It was in a playable state, and like last year they showed off the teaser trailer. This year, I think we might be ready to see some gameplay. That's why I'm like, I half expect it. I half expect we're gonna see some Perfect Dark. I don't want to lean fully into that prediction. I don't want to lay all my chips on the table there, but
Yeah,
I I
keep your
halfway
chips.
expect it.
Keep your chips.
Yeah,
Keep your chips.
I'll keep my chips. I'll keep my chips. But I expect that we're gonna see gameplay for Everwild. We have to, like, because
I don't
like
know.
at this point it's gonna be like, okay, you showed off this game in 2019. It's 2 years later. What is it? You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, it's like,
Yes. What
what
am I
is it?
playing?
Like, yeah. I can't agree with you more on that. Like, it's like, okay, you guys showed this off at XO19. What is this game?
As I
What
said,
is
they
it?
showed a
Like, tell me,
CG
please.
trailer for Avowed last year. Just that
Mm-hmm.
1 minute CG trailer, I know what I'm playing. It's a
Yeah,
first-person fantasy
basically
RPG.
Elder Scrolls.
Cool.
Yeah,
My type of jam.
yeah.
Everwild.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?
And I'm only
You know
excited
what?
for it because it's rare. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I'm like, hey, it's a new rare IP.
And I think the director of that game left,
You
by
know.
the way.
Crap.
Honestly, right now,
uh,
I could be totally wrong. 'Cause
mhm.
obviously, I don't work at Rare.
Yeah.
So, David, what's this game? I would say it's Pokemon Snap.
You think it's gonna be like taking pictures of wildlife?
That's what it looks like to me. I wouldn't say pictures,
Wow.
but some type of mechanic of finding these crazy creatures and doing something like helping them in some minuscule way and
In some
exploring some
minuscule, he says.
fantasy world. That's what it looks like to me right now. It's just looking at these crazy creatures and giving them some food and petting them.
Feed them some berries.
that's,
It's just
that's what the game looks like. So when people are like, "Oh, everyone," it's kind of like, "Why? I don't know what I don't know what this is. What am I
lead,
doing?"
leading a deer to drink some water.
Yes,
Just.
yes. I gotta say, Rare. It's not great marketing. I don't know what I'm playing. I can't use a better example than Obsidian with Avowed. 1 minute CG
Yeah.
trailer. I know what this game is. Cool.
Or even, I mean, like, well, I would say even with Perfect Dark, but we already know what Perfect Dark is.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I mean.
it's a futuristic sci-fi FPS game. This is a new IP, so there's a
Avowed,
lot less.
brand new. Yeah, Everwild,
Yeah.
a brand new game. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have no idea what I'm like. Dude, how do you show me 2 trailers and I'm like, what is this game?
Yeah,
What should I said? I'm scared. I'm like, maybe they don't know what it is now.
I'm hoping. I expect that we'll see some new Forza this year. I
Yeah,
expect.
yeah.
I 100% expect that.
Good call. I said that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We'll see Forza
I
Horizon 5.
expect we're gonna see some Forza, yeah, Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, actually no. I don't think we're gonna see Horizon 5 yet because Fable. I think Fable's gonna come first in Horizon 5. I think we're gonna see Motorsport. That's what I
Possible,
think we're
yeah.
gonna
They
see.
showed that
I,
CG
I, I,
last year, right?
yeah, they said they
Yeah,
were working on it, like, and doing like the engine stuff and yada yada yada. But I
yeah.
think that we're gonna see Motorsport 8. Or it might not even be called Motorsport 8. Maybe they'll
No,
just call it like
yeah.
something else.
I think last year they said it's to be it's the same thing like Halo Infinite. It's to be a Forza Motorsport, and it's just gonna have updates.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna see a Forza Motorsport game this year. Um, but yeah, I don't really expect to see much else from Microsoft's other studios because honestly, I don't think Microsoft wants to, for lack of a better term. Well, I'm not gonna say that now. That would be inappropriate. But I don't think they want to lay all their cards on the table
Yeah,
right now. Is what
they
I'll
don't want to.
say.
They don't want to happen what last generation with they Crackdown 3.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Here's the
exactly
game.
that too.
Just kidding. Here's the game. Just kidding. Here's the game.
Exactly, exactly. I don't think they want to do that. I think that really their hand was forced last year, and that's why they showed off so much like of CG trailers for games that were probably 2, maybe 3 years out. But I feel like there's gonna be like, hey, that's the announcement. These games are coming more on it in the future. But I don't think that we're gonna see an update from everybody
No, not
this year.
everybody. No.
I think they're gonna want to save it if they do EXO 21 because this is the 20-year anniversary
Yeah.
of
Xbox and
Xbox.
Halo.
So we might see an EXO 21 this year. Yeah, Halo and Xbox this year. So it could happen. I don't know. But yeah, I really you know what I'd love to see. This is another. I should have said this is like things that I want to see. I would love to see that 20th anniversary Xbox Series X so I can pre-order it and buy it because I am gonna buy it. Like seriously, I'm 100%.
What do you
If
lose
they
out
have a
on?
special edition one, sell it. I'll sell it.
Good for you.
I'll sell it and use the special edition one as my main Xbox. Like
Good for you.
I'm not gonna be a crazy man and just be like I have 2 Xbox Series X's. That would be insane.
I'm playing
just
at the same
just
time too.
just sit here holding them like in each of my arms. Like,
Anyway,
hello,
but
ladies.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, I would really sell my current Xbox Series X and just have the special edition one. I want it though. I would love to have that.
I doubt it. That'd be cool. I would imagine they even planned for that, but now they're having a shortage. They can't even get these things out on time.
Yeah, I know it really sucks, but I that's just a thing that's a small pipe dream I wanted to throw in there. But yeah, I mean that's really like the bulk of my expectations. I don't think we're gonna see anything else from Undead Labs with the new State of Decay. I don't think we're gonna see anything really from Playground Games. I don't think we're gonna see anything about Forza Horizon 5 or Fable this year. We might see what In Exile's working on because we haven't seen what they're working on yet, but I doubt it. I really do
No,
doubt it.
because they said they're making
Yeah.
their game on Unreal 5.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah.
So
They're not gonna do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see Playground. I think we'll see Forza Horizon 5.
You think we'll see Playground? I don't think
Yeah.
we'll see Forza Horizon 5. I don't know. We might have to make a bet about that, but I don't think we're gonna see it. Honestly, yeah, like I think that most of Microsoft Studios. I think they're just gonna. I think that really they want to leave them alone
Oh,
and let them work. Yeah.
here's one thing we didn't talk about.
Oh, what's that?
Compulsion games.
I don't think we're gonna see what Compulsion's working on yet.
I do. I just thought of that right now.
You do?
We haven't heard from them in years.
We haven't heard from them in years.
Like I'm talking like 40 years. They have to be
Yeah,
doing
dude.
something.
Like, I I got what I got We Happy Few for my 21st birthday. So that was like 3 years ago when that game launched, and that was the
That
last
was
thing
three-
they
that
worked
was
on.
4 years ago. All right, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we haven't heard
Yeah.
from them at all. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we'll hear from them. I just thought of that right now. I forgot they existed, to be honest. With you.
You think they'll have a surprise drop for 2021?
Like a big game?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think Halo Infinite's their anchor this year.
I think that's their anchor this year. Yeah. I think Halo and Game Pass are their anchors for this year,
I
and
think they're
just
gonna have some Game Pass games too.
and just moving hardware and getting subscribers. I think that's the most important thing they're focused on this year.
That'll be underrated what we see for Game Pass. I think they'll have some cool Game Pass stuff to come out this year.
I think we're gonna have some really cool games. I can't tell you on the nose what I think we're gonna see.
It'll be something people.
But
I no, actually, I did. I think Battlefield 6. I think that's prediction. I think that'll be day one
uh-huh.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
So
I don't have any such predictions. I just kind of whatever happens happens. Battlefield 6 would be cool, but I really it's really like again, you know, like it's been a very tight-lipped year leading up. You know, it's not like with Nintendo where we know like, you know, a lot of stuff. Like Nintendo's been getting leaked left and right lately, right?
hmm
But it's not like that. And it's not like years prior where we got the entire Xbox Series S leaked and we got Perfect Dark leaked and stuff like
yeah.
that. Like it's not like Fable was leaked by Playground Games years ago. You know what I mean? Like I
Oh
think
yeah, that
times have
was for
changed. Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
yeah.
that was years
There have been
ago.
some major big deal leaks going on. Um, but yeah. So I guess that's about it. I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything else to add. Nothing I could think of.
I'll just be wary of. There was a slight leak. I wouldn't call it a
Hmm.
leak. There's a rumor anyway that Xbox and Lucasfilm have a deal, kind of like Sony and Marvel, or no, I'm sorry, Square Enix and Marvel.
Yeah, isn't who's making that Indiana Jones game? Remember that?
Machine Games. They made Wolfenstein.
Yeah, Machine Games. Yeah, they're making that Indiana Jones game. That'd be cool.
There's
That'd
a
be cool.
rumor, a slight rumor. Is that a slight rumor? Yeah, they Xbox and Lucasfilm are gonna
Uh,
have a
uh,
deal.
uh would you suggest that I take that rumor with a grain of salt?
Massive salt, bathe in it.
Massive salt. All right, I'll bathe in it. Yeah,
Yeah, similar
I'll
to what
bathe in
Square Enix and Marvel.
it. That would
So
be interesting. That would be interesting.
that's all. I'll end with that.
Yeah. Bottom line, you know, I'm excited for E3 regardless of, you know, whatever, because I'm just excited to see Halo and Starfield. That's honestly enough for me. Personally, that's really enough for me. Halo and Starfield, boom, I'm
I
good.
know.
I know Nintendo's gonna have some cool stuff. I don't expect to really see anything from Sony, but we'll talk about that in another episode. Well, I'll talk about it in another episode. Um, but yeah, David, thank you for coming on the show today.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is a great time.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. But but yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing you on the show, maybe post E3 to talk about
Hey now,
to
yeah.
talk about what we actually did end up seeing. But yeah, until then, everybody out there, thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of Orbit. Orbit is kind of sort of back, not officially back, but back for E3. I don't know when I'm gonna start, or when we're gonna start, you know, doing these more regularly. But of course, I had to show up and talk about E3 stuff with David, and then we're gonna talk about some Nintendo stuff later on, and then we're gonna talk about some PlayStation stuff later on. So stay tuned. Anyways, David, thank you again for joining us, and thank
Thank you.
all you folks at home for joining us on this episode of Orbit. Let us know what you're excited for in terms of E3, whether it's Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever. I'd love to hear it. Anyways, that's going to be all for us. We'll see you on the next episode. And yeah, everybody take care of yourselves. And bye bye.